some amazing prizes for you.
Oh, word? That's what's up.
Plus a sneak peek at what's to come in 2K17.
You know, the other thing that we get to do next year is...
Tune in now.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight's game at Quicken Loans Arena, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the New York Knicks. For the Knicks, we're seeing a team now that looks like it's hitting its stride. Just as we're getting through the dog days of the midseason, they're playing their best basketball. And the topic here, prior to tip-off, so many teams in the league going up-tempo these days. Kenny, as a player, did you like that style? I'm assuming you had to love it.
Because the one thing about playing up-tempo, Ernie, it brings you back to the roots of the game, why you started playing. If you ever go to a pickup game, you ever go to a park game, no one's stopping play and calling plays. They're going up and down. The big fella Shaq, when he first came into the league, the first thing I saw was him grab the ball coast to coast in the All-American game. That's what players want to do and people want to see.
You know, that was a great example, Kenny, but towards the end of my career and most of my career, I was honestly more of a half-court player. I was pretty fast for my size, but my strength was my biggest edge. In the half-court, barbecue chicken alert. I had to put that work in, Ernie.
That about wraps it up for here. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again later.
That's the 5th barbecue chicken alert.
Cavaliers have an Eastern Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend their home court here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And, of course, Freak. I think he's a guy that people can see fitting in with this team well.
You know, like you were saying, the trade has the team buzzing. I mean, they're on fire. You can already see it in the warm-up, how loose and confident they look out there.
You know, and also gives players a huge boost knowing that the guys running this team, the owner, the front office, they also are committed to winning. And so that, in and of itself, I believe, gives a player far more confidence to go out there and compete.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Robin Lopez, Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then there's Afflalo, and it's Rivers in at the 1 spot. Here's Afflalo. The shot will not go. And Cleveland the other way now. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, struggled to shoot the basketball in that game, but still found a way, if you will. I mean, they had to pick up the slack in a lot of other areas, and they did.
And, Greg, you know, not too many teams are going to win shooting that poorly from the floor. I'd have to say it says a lot about them as a ball club to win with that poor shooting performance.
4 on the shot clock. Lopez on the money from 12 feet away. Lopez has got the opening bucket of the night here for the Knicks. James, the pass to D. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Sent away with authority. And they're able to recover. Irving drives in. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
And you know what, just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
Here's Thompson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Boston. 6 on the shot clock. D passes to Smith. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Anthony dishes to Rivers. Back to Anthony. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
LeBron passes to D. Takes it off the glass. D's got his first 2 points.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Irving against Rivers. The 3 from Afflalo. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. On defense, New York. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that one. They just had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night they got up in their own heads. Just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
And here is Anthony following the 3-pointer by Freak. Lopez, no luck. Outside Irving. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Smith, left side. Irving against Rivers. D passes to Irving, stolen by Rivers. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Great open look there. Anthony's got 5 points so far.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
D, Lopez covering. Irving kicks to James. "14 feet away. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Pass to Rivers. Now here's Anthony. He's guarded closely, steps back and drains the jump shot. Anthony's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Hits the front of the rim and out. New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Anthony drawing the double team. Lopez dishes to Afflalo. 14 feet away, and the jumper is on the mark. Afflalo's got his first 2 points of the night. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
James with the bucket.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Knicks have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Here's Porzingis. Shot's good.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Let's send it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Kurt Rambis.
There are a lot of big names to deal with in this one, but perhaps none bigger than LeBron James. He told me planning for LeBron is a headache because he can do so much on the floor, saying there isn't a hole in his game. The only real way to slow him down is to get him working against himself. Physically, there is no answer for LeBron.
Thanks, Doris. Channing Frye's checked in for the Cavaliers. Shumpert comes in for Smith. And then for New York, Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Porzingis. And Roten subbed in for Austin Rivers. Cavaliers trailing. They set the pick. Irving attacking Frye. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
A moment here to look at some numbers for Roten. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 7 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight.
The Knicks making a switch here. Jones is checked in.
Terrence Jones.
The Knicks with the lead. Roten with it. Guarded now by Irving. To the inside. The shot's good from O'Quinn.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Here's Shumpert. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
And so here's Cleveland after the miss from Derek Williams. Afflalo with it. Now guarded by D. Roten, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 3. And Shumpert kicks to James. Outside Irving. There's the pass to D. The kick out to Irving. Just 5 on the clock. And it's blocked by O'Quinn. And here we go. Fast break. Roten's got it. And the shot is good. And the Knicks lead by 5.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Now here's Shumpert. 9 points last game. Passes to D. Outside Shumpert. Over to the left wing. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Jefferson's checked in for Cleveland. Grant comes in for Irving. Afflalo to pass to Roten. There's the feed to Jones. New York moving it around. Roten dishes to O'Quinn. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. Well, who's had the hot hand from the 2 position over the last 10 games? Highest field goal percentages right here on the 2K leaderboard. 4th, Aaron Afflalo. And, of course, J.R. Smith.
You know, in tight or outside, these are all very reliable and consistent shooters. It's a safe option to put the ball in their hands and let them create something for themselves.
Boy, it does smooth things out for a team to have a 2-guard like one of the guys we're seeing there. I mean, you don't need to draw up anything fancy for these fellas. Just call an isolation and they'll get you something good.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Now here's Afflalo. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Orlando.
A big part of this run here has been their ability to hit from mid-range, guys. I mean, that's unique.
And a lot of teams shy away from that mid-range, but if you can get them off of rhythm, then you can have success.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful 2-hand, Jen. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
And here are the Cavaliers now. It's a 5-point game. Right side Jefferson. Pass to D. The dish to Shumpert. Misses the 3. New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Jones with it. Now defended by Grant. 3-pointer. That doesn't go either for Afflalo. Now Cleveland shooting to start this game off about 41% from the floor. Here's D. Off target from 3-point range. The Knicks leading by 5. Here's Williams. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Yes, Tony Roten. Cavaliers timeout. Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls.
checked in for Cleveland. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the first. Grant the pass to D. Outside for Jefferson. And stolen by Williams. Now Roten. 11 points for him in that last game against Orlando.
But his passing just blew me away. I mean, to see him operate their offense that way was a breath of fresh air. Oh, I love that dish down low.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Knicks up 9. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Before the game, Carmelo Anthony talked about how he prepares himself mentally to carry this team. You don't hear too many players, Greg, saying it's easy and they're not too concerned.
Yeah, or talking about possibly winning basketball games. But I have a feeling he's more concerned than he talks about, and when he says it's easy. It may be for him, but it sure didn't look easy for the Knicks last season.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Knicks?
Well, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off the turnover.
On the court for the Knicks, Porzingis is out there with Robin Lopez. Then it's Tony Roten. Then it's Anthony. And it's Rivers in at the point guard. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Celtics really lit it up from the floor. He ended with 22 points and, as always, piling up rebound after rebound as well. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that one.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
And that one's good, Roten.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's LeBron. He's coming off a 13-point game against Boston.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
Now here's Rivers, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Lopez a screen. Off the screen, and a strong finish with two hands.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive.
to the 10.
And Greg, he says thank you very much and sails in for the flush.
Move the ball. And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And another miss. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Roten, the pass to Porzingis. Now here's Roten, covered by Smith. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. The Knicks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That one is off. Cavaliers making a switch here. Tries checked in. And he's good on the second. And so it's Cleveland with it, trailing here by 8. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, sloppy play sabotaged them. I mean, they'll have to be much more focused this time around.
For Cleveland, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. No one near James as he lets it go. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got assist number 5 here tonight. New York moving it around. Lopez sets a screen for Rivers. The wide open look here for Anthony. Buries it from 3-point range. Anthony's got the lead up to 9 now for New York. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. On the wing, James, covered by Anthony. Irving kicks to Thompson. Smith on the wing. 4 on the clock. And stolen by Roten. And pushing it up. Here's New York.
That's a walk.
The shot by Anthony, no good.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
And stolen by Roten. Rivers dishes to Carmelo. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
As a matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. And, guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
That's good from Anthony.
What a great game for Anthony in this one. 13 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Now, here is Smith. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Celtics in Boston. Irving passes to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. James, that's a 2-pointer. Drops one in from the wing. James has got 10 points.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hot.
Pass to Rivers. A floater.
Don't call this.
The Knicks have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
A free throw drops for Rivers. Rivers hits both of them.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Thompson, a screen on Anthony. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. Up the floor.
That's a second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
The Knicks have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for the Cavaliers, Tony Roten.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And he makes the first, but misses the second. And the shot is long.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Now here's Roten, covered by Smith. Here's Anthony. And again, it's the Knicks missing. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Smith kicks to James. Fry dishes to Irving. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
I tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
To the paint. Anthony, the pass to Porzingis, took the opportunity when he saw it.
No hesitation when he saw the space the D was giving him. That's 2.
Thompson, a screen on Anthony. James dishes to Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Anthony kicks to Lopez. And he gets it to go. Lopez has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now, here is Smith. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Kicks it to Fry. LeBron James on the wing. Connects from three-point range. LeBron's got 13.
He is really having a good quarter, a strong quarter, an efficient quarter. Doing a lot of positive things out there.
Now here's Roten. Tight defense on him. Rivers kicks to Roten. A different look now for Cleveland. T comes in for Thompson. And it's Shumpert in there for Smith. And then for New York, Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Robin Lopez. And it's a Flalo in for Tony Roten. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Irving with the ball. He's coming off a 13-point game against Boston. D passes to Fry. Shot clock at 5. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Deep 2 from Anthony, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot, he'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. The Knicks have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for LeBron. And it's Grant in for Kyrie Irving. And a switch here also for New York. Williams is checked in. And the Cavaliers with possession here. It's a 13-point game. Shumpert passes to D. And that'll be Cleveland if it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. Chris Anderson is checked in for Channing Frye. And New York with a change here, too. Jones checked in for Carmelo Anthony. To the inside. Shumpert dishes to Anderson. Here's D. And that one comes up a bit short. The Knicks leading by 13. Here's Afflalo. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Outside for Jefferson. Sinks the triple. Jefferson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
And no doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
Rivers kicks to Afflalo. Afflalo with another miss. Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. D passes to Anderson, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush. He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from 3-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Boy, they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basket.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Rivers kicks to Afflalo. Kept alive by New York. Dishes it to Jones. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Williams. It's rebounded by Cleveland. The pass to D. Jefferson dishes to Grant. Here's the screen. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Now just a 5-point Knicks lead. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Knicks lead by 5. And
some ground for you to make up, no doubt, here in the first half. What are the areas you need to improve on to get back even with them?
Yo, honestly, Doris, these dudes are playing like a bunch of weaklings out here. I don't even know if the rest of the guys want to win as bad as I do, but they aren't playing like it. If everyone comes out with my intensity in the second half, we're going to be even in no time.
Wow.
Hey guys, some keys to talk about from what I've seen so far. This is a tight ball game, but remember, this is our house. To begin with, we're shooting the ball at a very good percentage. And the way to keep that going is to continue to work the ball around and find good looks, open looks. Don't get away from that. I do like that we limited our turnovers. We weren't careless with the ball or making unforced errors, so kudos for that. And let's try to play the second half at a moderate pace. Not too slow, but not too fast that it turns into a shootout. That's not what we want. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. D out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's James in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Smith right side. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Thompson. Good D by Lopez.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
They get it back.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He's got 13 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Rivers passes to Porzingis. No luck. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
D passes to Irving. The screen from Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For the lead, and he sinks the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
The drive by Anthony. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
It's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
The Knicks making a switch here. Roten's checked in.
Maybe with that, the lid on this basket will be lifted for him.
Pass to D. Fires from deep. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 3 assists in the game.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Here's Porzingis. 6 points for him. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Knicks have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11. Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland. And he makes both free throws.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Anthony against James. And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That is his first foul of the game. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Back to Smith, plenty of space, and again it's Cleveland.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers, and theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Pass to Porzingis. Lopez a screen. Shot off the screen. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. Porzingis has got 6 in the quarter.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that. Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
James the pass to deep. Lopez with the steal. Roten kicks to Lopez. Roten dishes to a Flawless. And his offensive struggles continue.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
And it's Irving missing.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. It's a tough day so far.
Now here's Roten, covered by Smith. Now here's Roten. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Irving with the ball. Now Anthony defending. Off the screen. Again, Irving missing.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
Out to Anthony. Latrey. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls.
Right here, Kevin, we can get a look at New York and what kind of numbers they put up these last 10 games. 7th in fewest turnovers per game, 11th in assists.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Shumpert's checked in. The Knicks also changing it up. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. And Derek Williams subbed in for Porzingis. The Cavaliers trail by 5. James outside. Feeds it to Fry. Out to Shumpert. Shot to stop the run. It's rebounded by New York. Here's a follow to the middle. New York moving the ball around. Anthony, the pass to Roten. Back to Anthony. Tries a three. It's rebounded by D. Cavaliers have gone a somewhat subpar 4-10 on those shots in the second half so far. And he uses the glass on the way. D's got 7 now in this quarter. The Knicks leading by 3. Roten with it. He's picked up by Irving. A follow outside. Outside Anthony. Shot clock at 6.
That's the wall.
It's rebounded by Cleveland. D's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Shumpert lays it up and banks it in. Now just a 1-point Knicks lead.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Roten dishes to a Flalo. No good on the triple. Cavaliers have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Offensive rebound. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Cavaliers.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
One shot. Yeah, but also give them credit for the layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the basket.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Anderson comes in for Channing Frye. And Jefferson subbed in for James. New York's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Roten kicks to a Flalo. He dishes. He feeds it to Jones to end the run, and that one's good. Jones has got 6. For Cleveland, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. It's stolen by Jones, and now Jones running the floor all by himself. The 2K leaderboard is on the screen now to reveal the dominant scores in the NBA over the last month. 4th, Freak.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for the Knicks. So he gets them both.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half has been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
Quinn defending. Shumpert gets a wide open look. There's 3-pointers off the mark. The Knicks with the lead. And here's Rivers. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Here's Irving. Jefferson passing to Shumpert. Here's D. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Now, here's Roten, running by Shumpert. Roten, no good. The Cavaliers have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Here's Irving, and again, it's Cleveland.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Roten, no good.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
D passes to Anderson. To the middle. 6 to shoot. Stolen by O'Quinn. Now here's Roten. D right on him. And here we go. Shumpert heading to the hoop. Now that's how to finish the break. Come on now.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And the first one at the line is good. Thompson, he's checked in for Chris Anderson. That one is no good.
Yeah, that's a big miss right there. Now only a 1-point lead.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. And a decent edge and rebounds thus far.
And all of that hard work on the boards needs to continue because that potentially may swing the game.
It's blocked. And it's out of bounds for the Knicks as New York retains possession. 23 seconds left to play in the third. And O'Quinn kicks to Rivers. Roten dishes to O'Quinn. Kicks it out to Jones. Screen by Jones. 5 to shoot. Here's Rivers. And the shot is long. Here's T. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Cleveland ahead, leading by a point. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. New York trailing. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. We've got Rivers. Javi Lopez. Here's Anthony. There's the pick. That will fall for his 7th bucket, 7 for 15 in this game.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Outside Irving. The pass to D. He kicks to Thompson. It's deflected. And a fast break now for New York. Anthony leading the charge. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but they've been offensive defensively tonight because they've really forced the issue on D and come up with quite a few steals and deflections.
This is what you love, guys. Superb defense. A great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
Yeah, but you just can't afford to give up plays like that at this time in a ball game.
A follow the pass to Carmelo. And a follow wide open. He shoots. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 6 assists in the game.
And he's coming up big here in the clutch.
Composed under pressure.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
He's checked in for Rote. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Inside, Irving. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Take a look at what Irving's done. 16 points and 7 assists.
Free throw no good for Irving.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
And that helps, Clark. They've got extra trips to the foul line, and they need that to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Lopez a screen. Here's Anthony. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Anthony's got 6 here in this quarter.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high-percentage looks. Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball both ends.
Oh, what an amazing finish there. Just fearless in when he attacks the rim, and it's as if the big fella wasn't even there.
Some nice passing by New York here. Porzingis passes to Carmelo. Down low. Lopez, no luck.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really, I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Outside Anthony. The feed to a follow. There's Porzingis, and he banks in the layup. And the Knicks lead by 4.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is.
I need you guys to be crashing the offensive
All
glass.
come off assist.
Big guys, use your size to box out and get inside position. Effort, fellas.
Here's Irving.
Effort.
Smith up top. Passes to D. Doubled by Aflalo. On the wing, Thompson. Here's D. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Just absolute domination in this one for D. He's got 16 rebounds and some big-time point production as well. He's been tough on the inside and displayed great vision with his passing, too.
You know what? He is the total package today, giving them a little bit of everything. And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one, not with so much riding on it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey guys, well, Kurt Rambis had some advice for the team in that last break. He was highly animated when he was talking to them, telling them this is going to be a huge win for us. When we close this out, it will go a long way towards showing the rest of the league what we're capable of.
Thompson sets the pick for James. Goes up off the pick. And Thompson kicks to Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Irving's got it all tied up now for the Cavs.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime? Much more effective here in the second half.
Good. 27 points for Carmelo Anthony.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
D. Lopez covering. Thompson misses.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for him.
And so he owns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
You know, you got to like the fact that they're getting to the line. And on top of that, they're making their free throws in this half. That bodes well going forward.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Outstanding work at the foul line to make this a two-possession game.
Porzingis passes to Carmelo. Fires top of the key. Hits the front of the rim and out. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to D. He's looking for James and finds him. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Boy, they're having major trouble dealing with LeBron.
New York's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter.
Yes! He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
Smith outside. Fires from the wing. Kept alive. Thompson. It falls!
Boy, what a pressure bucket that was.
Greg, now that's coming through in the clutch.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too. It's to Porzingis. On the wing to Flalo. Anthony against James. Anthony, the pass to Porzingis. That three off the mark.
Every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out. Kevin, that was so clutch. Now they really need a defensive stand.
10 seconds left to play in the final quarter. There's a good screen. It's Anthony with the drive. Can't cash in. So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as Clark, they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
Yep, and it might not be the way a coach would have drawn it up or wanted it to end, but these fans loved it.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, once again, you filled the box score up. Yet another triple-double. How many more are we going to see this year?
I really don't know if I'm getting another. Hope so, because I feel like it helped the team get a win. I know getting big numbers like this is impossible without my teammates, though. So gotta give those dudes a shout-out.
Thank you for the time, Kevin. I guess we should hope the guys get the message.
Doris, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Freak. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half. Shaq, what'd you think?
Seeing Freak dominate the way he did tonight reminded me of watching him play in high school. He was a man among boys. He was a 4-time consensus All-American back then. Overall, great game.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is the game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.